Can you hear me?
Hey, Pep, how's it going?
My only requests are I have a what is it? I have a song request and do not edit out any audio. I don't want
No.
more out of context shit.
Yeah, I already let Rat know that you want your own song and to not touch any of the audio, so you're all good. After this, you can link me to your song.
Before we begin, I want to put on the record that the reason I actually have Rhett blocked is not because he wanted to play a Ranger.
Because he deleted you first, I know why.
He defriended me.
Yep.
He's a lovely little sycophant that always goes with whatever Dark wants for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Dark because he's a chronic liar, and for whatever reason, Ranger liked to enable. I won't say where, but I saw a screenshot that said he'd willingly spy on us, so I fucking kicked Ranger from the group because I ain't having that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can include that because I want people to see that. Well, hear that, but you get it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask you the 10 questions first and say the welcome to episode 3.
We can do more if you want because I actually like the long form stuff.
Yeah. Well, your answers can be as long as they want, Pep, or as short as they want.
Perfect.
So.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Yeah.
We still have an ongoing tournament. My fellow tournament teams, stop buying meme knife on Buffnet. I'm watching people go full retard repeatedly, dying, and then Dom tells me people come to him like it's a meta build. No, everyone's just pulling a dumbass and fucking knifing zombies with like 5k health to death. Just saying. What do I know? Yeah, go for it.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Resident Evil Resistance interviews. Tonight we got PEPNKEK. What's up, Pep?
Oh, you know, just shitting on those meme knife users, setting the record straight red, calling him a sycophantic little bitch, like right now.
All right, well, Pep, first question. Who is your main survivor and main mastermind, and why are they your main survivor and main mastermind?
Ironically, when I started playing Sam at launch, like everyone else, I used Recover Punch because if you put on like a vest or two, Sam was God. That man would never die. Also, Old Immortal used to fucking heal you 200 a tick.
Oh man, Sam before the nerfs was better than Valerie.
The only nerf I disagreed with was the dash punch cooldown extension. The old cooldown basically meant the mastermind could not spawn under Sam's feet unless he was like Endurance Daniel. Because if you did, that guy could just infinitely dash punch you and stun lock you. I thought that was good because it's basically the devs giving that Sam player the ability to show you probably shouldn't keep spawning under people's feet. Because even without dash punch, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
I ended up starting with Sam because that was just what the role people didn't want to do, and I liked melee. Like nowadays, I'm playing Tyrone because we've been tweaking like what's considered meta on equipment and survivors, and I think we found something that's overall really, really fucking strong. Like you just have fucking Scooby and Dom fucking. They're like fucking rats. They see a red light on that camp, they snap. They ignore you getting bit, and they get that 10. They will get that 10, whatever the fucking cost, man. Like, they fucking just zoom over to that shit. It's fucking wild.
Yes, they definitely go for the cams.
It's funny, I didn't always, as for Mastermind, I didn't always used to main Nikolai, even though that's probably what I'm known for now. I was actually a Daniel main, Endurance Daniel. It wasn't even like the knife or the shotgun change because I was Endurance. Because I know most people, it's not the damage, the range, or the ammo cost. It's that guaranteed knockback that people fucking hated. Because I used to be, like, I used to actually dabble more in creatures. And that change was very annoying. But the thing that really made me quit it was fucking Martin. There is a really cancerous Martin I had once called Dr. Kazuma Kiryu. This man had all the fucking cooldown. I literally could not move. This dude just kept fucking flashing me. I got a team wipe floor too and it didn't matter. Because they had like 8 minutes.
Bruh.
That match shattered me. And that was the match that came like 2 or 3 weeks after Nikolai got mod gear and equipment from a patch. I was like, fuck it. I see people doing good with this. I'm gonna try that with like cheap guns. After a bunch of tweaking though and looking at it, the eventually you come. Well, that's the thing. When the new equipment, people fucking experimented and tweaked for a few months, and eventually everyone settled on double fucking spring, double mod gear being good because it's just so fast. It's too good. It's too efficient. Plus, it stacks with leech rifle too good when you have expanded mags. Although I put my own little tweak on it, tweak some cards and some passes. I think I was like the first guy to start using UCBS monitor instead of like tracking rounds.
Amazing answer, Pep. Seriously, holy shit.
Don't worry, I will ramble as long as humanly possible,
Okay.
and I hope you have extra questions because I love these things.
All right. Next question, Pep. Once RE3 dropped, what brought you to Resistance, and did you try the beta?
I was actually in the closed alpha, and I shit you not, you should have seen the attack speed in that closed alpha. You thought Daniel was bad in the beta when he could swing faster? No, that alpha was something else. There was like a closed alpha for RE ambassadors even before the open beta, like I think 6 months before it or something.
Oh wow.
Don't
I didn't
worry,
know about that.
don't
Never
worry.
tried. I
There
didn't.
was like some of the old animations you can actually see in the Survivor tutorial were in that alpha. I think they were also in the beta and maybe even the launch for a week or two before they patched them because they were too resource intensive on the engine. Like, I think Neobards, when they were working on the game, realized in the alpha and even the beta, they had to keep slowing down the attack speed of controlled zombies because it was just too strong. Just imagine, right? You have like, at best, like a torch or melee weapon and guns. You don't have beam knife, you don't have guaranteed stun on shotgun. Sadist Daniel is swinging at you like a fucking Beyblade. He's just beating the crap out of you and you're falling over so fast. Pretty strong, right? Yeah, that was something else.
I remember Mr. X on the beta was fucking OP. Like everybody kept going down. For whoever I was with, we all kept going down.
That was part of that is it's a new thing. You're fighting a multiplayer in it. Like X was actually the weakest at launch compared to where he is today, and even today he's sadly a bully bull. It was just people didn't know how to fight against it. Like you gotta keep getting shit on by something to like learn how to not get shit on. Like the more experience you have, the more you know how to handle it kind of shit. Like fun fact at launch, we figured out very quickly, and I already knew this from the beta. The door cheese was guaranteed on X because you didn't used to be able to punch through the doors. You just literally had to keep going through the animation, and people would literally run past you as you came to the door. Literally DBD bullshit. Very funny though.
Yeah.
I remember Pleb had a clip he put up once where you just hear like a sliding whistle and then a door shut noise, and he did that to an X for a whole thing, and then the guy rage quit.
Wow.
Well, it is pretty bullshit, but it is funny though.
Yes. All right, Pep. In your opinion, what is the best squad of characters to have for a team?
Sam, Tyrone, Valerie, and Jan are the funnest to me because it's a bit more melee
That
focused.
team is the funnest for you?
No, well, funnest, but as much as I hate acknowledging this because it means I can't play my fucking main Sam, so I'm stuck as Tyrone. I think on paper, Jill, Jan, Valerie, and Tyrone is just the absolute strongest because with the equipment we have on, which is like EMP2, counter surveillance, anti-arm, even on non-gun builds, if you don't have HP, the absolute just fucking psychotic stalker outside the window staring at you cam pressure with mean guns, dude. You turn, you see fucking Scream out there, two of them with like electric pew-pew guns, fucking shooting all your cams for 10s. Even if your creatures, like, you don't even get time to be like, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Just, ooh. That's why I think it's so good. Because even if you're a setup build, you can't even try to, like, unless you're popping an ult before they blow it out, you can't even really fight them before the damn door. Because they're like, oh, hey, you're on the cam. I've been aiming my gun at that for a whole minute. I was waiting for you. Haha. And 10 seconds.
Yep.
It is insane. Oh, and also, cause I have like fucking weapon handling and defensive on Tyrone, man. Is even just that, even if I'm USB slave, I'm running around. I'm slow as fuck. All I have is a first aid to my name and some fucking USBs that I don't know what I'm doing with them. I can still annoy the fuck out of you. Just with like a torch or a bat. It's very funny.
Yes, Tyrone's weapon handling is good. Real fucking good.
Yeah, the reason I can even run weapon handling, the problem with like beta team is that you really do need like you need turnout gear on Tyrone because you don't have that just absolute bullshit cam pressure where you're getting sniped halfway across the map by Jin and Jill. But when you have them, Tyrone can actually put shit on that helps him fight. Instead of, oh, I have fucking shout permanently on trap, so I'm just gonna step on everything and never die now. I won't lie, it was very funny to get like a full trap damage, trap Alex, with turnout gear one time. Like, he was two-tapping people with traps, and I was just like, nah, trap damage isn't real. Not if I don't believe. I
Yep.
loved it.
Alright, Pat, was there anyone in particular that inspired you to be better at the game and improve or change your style or anything?
Not really. I'm one of those people where you should really just focus on yourself. Like, the most inspiration or drive to improve I get is when I actually lose. Like, I will record that match and I will slowly pan over all of it, see where I went wrong, see if I can improve next time. Like on swaps with Nikolai, I've kind of just learned to hold an air gun or a sticky out the door for a while. They'll like, for a while there, they'll just try to bait out the shots, then run through. But if you wait, you'll actually get more time from them doing that than just shooting them. Like they're banking on you, blowing your load too early, that kind of shit, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bad, like, it is good to look at other people. Like, they have build videos, they have, like, good strats based on map knowledge that you don't know.
Yeah.
Even, like, special techs. Like, some Trap Alexes and ambush builds will spawn through walls and shit, or Nikolai sniping from a spot you didn't think was possible. Or just good decks, passes and shit.
Mm.
But as far as like inspiration, I really just think you should focus on yourself for that kind of shit. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah. Not everyone has someone that inspired them in Resistance. I do.
Don't meet your
Some people
heroes,
don't.
kid. It never ends well. You will literally hate life, and then that hero, and then yourself.
Mm. Do you play this game casually or competitively? Are you about to sweat or non-meta?
I try to sometimes play this casually, but I really can't. I am like just competitive at my core. Like even if there's nothing at stake, it's literally just because I want to do the best I very can. It's my fucking drive, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend I'm some fucking casual player that's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna put on you fucking USB Becca and we're gonna have a fun time. No. I put that on, my fucking fight or flight kicks in. I can literally hear Buffinet laughing in the distance with that smug bitch face laugh. Ready to fucking eat me with Big Mac. Or even fucking like, Floor 3 Alex. She's like, I'm gonna infect Becca when she's on the fucking terminal. Just all that, like, it's kind of fucked up that survivor wise and mastermind wise, all those like customs and quick match we did with the other top players helped to like define the meta.
Yeah.
I think the only good thing we ever stole from PC that I can actually give them credit for is I was not aware you could spray through walls and doors with a first aid. Oh man, you should have seen some of the spots me and Adrian found. We found a bunch of walls you can actually spray through on Bemusement. We actually got to use it in a Nikolai match once, and even Dom was like, dude.
Wow.
Even he thought it was bullshit. I was like, that means my spot.
Man.
Good! That's a good spot. I fucking love that shit.
Wow.
I feel like when it comes to like text like that, you have to either think it's all okay or none of it's okay. So, wall hacks, sprays, shit like that. I take it all as valid because the only way to be consistent to me, you have to like accept that. The only thing I can like put my foot down and just say no, fuck you, this is bullshit, is like the duping bug in the game that I will not elaborate on because I'm not really trying to spread that again.
Yeah.
Like whoever does it, you know who you are.
Yep. The community knows who dupes. For sure.
Yeah, and they are shitters.
All right, Pep. Have you ever felt this game is too one-sided, more in favor of Mastermind or more in favor of First Survivor?
Allow me to like rephrase the way I like kind of look at it because I don't see the game like that.
Hmm.
I see this game as like an extreme of like rock paper scissors. One thing counters the other, but doesn't counter something else, so you're weak to it, and you're kind for like a balanced SWAT. You're trying to like cover all the general bases, like USBs for cam builds, sprays, because at some point you're gonna go down if it's just someone sweaty with a meta build, because they are going to sweat on your ass.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Mastermind. Like there's some really strong shit there, and it's a game of extremes, and they all have like reaction and reaction with proper counters if you brought it as a team. And I actually like that design philosophy that NeoBards put in the game for designing it. However, I still follow Al Yang on Twitter. He's the head dev for this game.
Yeah.
Um, Spraying through walls and doors with first aids and shooting around corners as Survivor was a side effect of the engine they used. It actually was not intended, but ironically, that shit still works because all those extremes kind of like balance each other out at the highest meta level. Like the game by its very nature is RNG based somewhat and heavily unbalanced, but it's all extremes that kind of counter each other though.
Yeah. So it all works out kind of.
Sorta. It's not perfect, but you could. I feel like the game's balance overall got better as it went on. It just also meant because some of the meta shit they put out made solo queue pretty cancer. Because when Tether Spencer came out, I quit solo queuing completely. I could not beat him with the people I like to play in solo queue, and I was not about to pick up Jan. I actually used to play Army Boots Skateboard USB 5 Speedrun Jill. My favorite, best period, that 1 week where they buffed the Holy Five. It had so much fucking damage at base with Alpha Team and that equipment I had, Ether. I could speedrun everybody because everyone was playing Nikolai. He wasn't fully nerfed yet. Exterminate was Exterminate. And they loved to farm down randoms. And I was just fucking speedrunning their asses. I was running around everywhere shooting everything. It was beautiful. There was a guy I got to rage quit in solo queue. I don't remember the fucking name on prison. But I actually juked this guy's rocket as Joe with the iframes, and he fucking rage quit. And it was hilarious. Little bitch. I loved it. Imagine getting shit by solo kill with rage quit. It's a
Time to
shame.
close out. Time to close out.
I gotta pull the plug. My dignity. I love it.
All right. What's your best memory of this game, and who were you with when it happened?
I don't really think there's like one best memory, honestly. It's more the fun moments in my overall relationship with the people I actually play with a lot and made friends with. Like, easily my funnest times overall was probably with Psy, Mega, and Pleb. We were not at like I was not at my sweatiest or probably my best skill wise, but we were very like even at that time though. Even on Rangers Gate tier list for all the known player teams, we were at the top because we were actually very sweaty with what we ran. We knew about all the meta shit at the time. We just didn't have like the meta setup of today that is very much even stronger. It was. I also had fun with Adrian, Dom, and before he turned out to be a sycophantic enabler, even Rat when I played with him for a long time. Because like him, I'm a sadist when I play Mastermind. I enjoy torturing people, and I will laugh at their suffering. What else? What other people? Even today, Ren, Night of Ren, Scooby. The few times I got to play with Cody and Bacon, and I had Dom with me. Those are all people I actually enjoyed the presence of. They weren't assholes to me. I feel like my overall game player experience was improved when I played with him. Even when I didn't have a mic with him and he wasn't in the party, I got to play with Dr. Hayes once after we had customs. That was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I still get very frustrated and mad when it's like a sweaty match and everyone fucks up at some point, but I can't help but get frustrated at that, of course. But whenever it's just like we're just going through the match, we're playing well, I'm having fun, I'm usually enjoying myself.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the resistance community as of right now, Pat? And why are you still
Every
playing it?
every
Why are you still playing
fandom
it?
for manga, anime, movies, games are a fucking dumpster fire of drama, gay ops, and very annoying interactions. If you have like an overall community hub ether, it is always a shit show dumpster fire with drama and dumb bullshit. I don't really fuck with communities. I talk to people individually usually, unless I'm in a group chat with them. And even then, I don't usually like to talk too much because it is very easy to just somehow randomly get sucked into drama. Drama is hilarious to watch from a distance, but when you're trapped in it,
When
it's
you're trapped in
exhausting.
it.
It's
Yes.
annoying, it's exhausting. You're like, go away. I hate that shit. Like, I'm sure you noticed, even since the launch of the game till now, like the most vocal part of community is getting mad at meta builds, dick wagging each other, being as cancerous as possible with emotes on both sides and sprays, that kind of shit.
Yeah. All right. How would you change the meta, Pat? What would you add or remove from this game? How would you
It's
change the meta of resistance?
that's a very difficult question because I am not like my biggest experience with game dev is some high school credits I got for it, and let me tell you, it is very hard to actually make a game and balance it.
Yeah. Stronger creatures, weaker guns, more equipment points. Just
The only thing I really think needs buffs would be some of the bioweapons that just get fucking stun locked. Like, something needs to be done. Would need to be done about creatures. It's not like I tell you. It's not the equipment points. It's not the damage. That guaranteed stun lock with the shotgun is a very consistent tool for survivors. But I know that every sweaty creature mastermind started to hate life when that buff happened to its knockback. Because if you land enough pellets on the legs or the head, does not matter how many beta strains you got or any of that crap. Its knockback value is so fucking high, you're guaranteed stun locked every time.
yep, guaranteed.
You can't even lead the zombie. Like, if anything, I feel like the tools themselves wouldn't need a lot of tweaking except creatures because they're just overall getting the shit end of the stick in current meta. It's more the camera system and maps. Notice that even with all the powerful tools, right? Mastermind overall fares better on the bigger new maps, but on the smaller maps, you just get fucking blitzed, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the only like core mechanic I feel like would need tweaks, and even then you could possibly get like a stopgap by fucking with camera placements and maybe tweaking where they are, adding them, is actually just the maps. Because think about it, think about all the mechanics, right? Look at the stark difference between Research, which is the worst mastermind map, and then you have Amusement, which is the best mastermind map. It's still the same tools, it's still the same people, it's still the same builds. It's just the map. Like, it's the players, the mastermind, their passives, how well they play, and then the map. And that map seems to be, well, that and RNG, of course. They're like the biggest game changers for that shit. The only thing I could think of might be like the core camera system, because no matter what build you use, you have to be on a cam. And from launch, it was actually a lot harder to get people off cams, even if they didn't shield. Now though, oh, you better get off them cams. There's like feral rats somewhere waiting for that red light to show up so they can fucking blast you.
Yep, they might be playing Alpha Team.
Oh yes.
Yes. All right, this question is all fun, Pep. In your opinion, which player is the best with that particular survivor? The best Val, Jan, Sam, Tyrone, Martin, Becca, and Joe. Your opinion, all fun.
Rattle them off one at a time. The survivors.
Okay, okay. Best Valerie, in your opinion?
Pleb. You will never see someone. You'll never see someone say infinite nades unless it's pleb. There's a
Oh my
custom from a few months ago, Ether, where we fought Michael Craxton, and with all of us not helping him, just waiting in the door with Yellow Herb and only surplus, I just hear fucking Nagasaki or Normandy Beach going off for like 10
Oh
minutes.
my god.
Like he's just bombing everything. Pleb's
Best
like
Jan?
grenade RNG is insane.
Mm.
Oh,
Best January?
I'm gonna say side because I'm biased. Get fucked.
Uh,
Bye, Carl. Bye, Dom. Bye.
wow. Okay, best Sam. Hmm.
I feel like that's actually like a three-way tie between me, Bacon, and Cody. Because you see a lot of Sam's hit shit, right? But you don't usually see them like juke or play tactically, except for those three. Like, I look at all the other people that play Sam, and I'm thinking, I already know I consider myself the best. Like, I'm gonna acknowledge that right now. I believe in my own skill. Who are my peers? Those are my peers. There are other good Sams, but I'd still put them maybe like a notch below that because I've seen like big braining on builds that aren't conventional. Like you can't play Sam the normal way of brute forcing it. You have to play a bit more tactically and just juke. Actually, no wait, include Adrian on that list. He's also a fucking good Sam. I just haven't seen him play it in forever because he's usually in Val Jail or Tyrone.
Yep, that's true, usually. Best Tyrone?
Mm, I'm gonna put myself on that list again with like Snake, Adrian, and Mega. Like I'm not a Tyrone main, but I don't know, all those high-level tournament Tyrones getting fucked up, man. They're goofing, I'm buffing it, but I kill her. Beat Don's ass. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, best Martin?
There is I've never really played with them, but there are a couple I've experienced, actually. Let me rattle them off. Ready to flash them. Hippoly, 9 Huskies, and I know Hippoly usually would play like Val, but I remember these people because the few times I played creature builds, of course, the game gives me some sweaty fucking Martin with buff steal and cooldown, because of course, this game has like the worst luck for that kind of shit. I don't know why. There's probably another one that I'm missing, but Martin is one of the rarely seen things for me, honestly, so I don't see him that much.
Yeah, me either. If you play Mastermind early in the mornings, Pep, you'll get a lot more Martins because he's really popular in Asia. You know,
Oh,
Martin.
so they're also shitters against creatures. Very cool.
Okay, best backup, in your opinion?
I'm gonna say you and Trueville is shit because I love doing this. I know people already consider me mean, but that was me trying to be polite. I'm done trying to be polite. Like I will try to restrain my shit talk a little. No more.
Thank you.
Trueville, you're still trash. I still remember when I shit talked you because your team kept counting Ranger in those customs. I never fucking forgot because I was his commentator. I think it's because I shit talked. Ranger would always get me to be the commentator.
I remember those games.
Oh, I remember. Because that was actually, I normally don't feel too bad for Ranger because he signs up for this, but when he got those guys once in the Arabic team and he was getting like hard counted out the ass, I was like, wow, you son of a bitch. That was like it was only like 2 times where I was actually losing my shit. Like via third party wise, because I was watching this man just get like ram ranched and he was just trying to keep a straight face and stay polite. You know, good sportsmanship. Oh shit. I will be right back in a minute. I need to go turn the lights on outside for my family. My brother's moving back in with us. I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Alright, no problem. Okay, best show, in your opinion?
That's actually a hard one. Because Scooby's screen is like a dark asylum that's run down, so he always runs into traps. So I gotta think about this one. This one's hard for me actually. Because I don't know any jailhead that's consistently amazing but doesn't do dumb speedrun shit or step in traps. They've all done it at some point. I'm gonna throw that one at Adrian, honestly. Because, like, if I had to think about it, the least amount of big brain shit and the highest amount of core snipe and BOW kills, like, I think Adrian's the most consistent, honestly. Like, every time I try to play fucking Infinite X and this man at jail, it did not end well for me usually. Remember on Uptown at the exit door, this dude sniped me through the fucking railing in the head for like 6K. I was like,
Jill can down Mr. X much easier than Becky can.
one of her builds is literally called fucking Bio Jiller. She's like, yeah. She's like rubbing her fucking hands together. She's like, yeah, baby, I saw extra. I got my fucking samurai edge. I got my crit damage. I got alpha team. This man's gonna die now. Especially if it's like someone good like Adrian. Even Scooby. Although, I'd say Adrian's more consistent at not stepping in traps and fucking dying though.
Alright, Pep, do you have any final statements or anything you want to say?
Even though I shit talk, I generally try not to start gay ops or drama. But I'm done trying to like restrain the shit talk and be somewhat polite. Because I know people used to be like, why is Pep Show kind of mean before? Why is he like that? Because I know they wouldn't ask me, of course. They'd ask people I know. And those people would relay that to me without giving the names away. Well, that was actually me trying to be kind of nice. I'm kind of tired of doing that. Because even though I would literally not talk to people, I would not go to like public places to shit talk. I would only shit talk if I was in the presence of my friends or if I made a video, well, because I had a good match, but I was also talking. People get so fucking mad at me. Cry about it. I'm done being nice. Fuck you. Do you have any extra questions? Like, I know you probably turned it down because you want this to be like a brief interview, but I still got time to talk.
Oh, I can probably join the party with you guys, but I only have 10 questions for you, and you're all done.
Alright. I'll just leave on
for doing this.
Alright. I'll just leave on Rat is a sycophantic fucking dick sucker of Dark. Dark is a chronic sociopathic liar that can't even keep track of all of his lies because he does it so much. And for whatever reason, Ranger likes to help Dark a lot with that. Fuck all three of you. Good night. Thank you, Ether, for having me.
Yep.
Enjoy editing it, Rat. Fuck you.